If your bike's not comfortable, you're not going to ride it, no matter how fast or how cool it is. Bikes have become very uncomfortable because the bike industry is run by the professional scene, which tries to be as fast as possible all the time. But if you're not a racer, then your needs are very different from what is being sold to you. So here's 10 ways to make your bike more comfortable. You've probably heard it 1,000 times before, but a proper bike fit is going to be the biggest thing to make your bike comfortable. Because if it doesn't fit properly, things will hurt that shouldn't be hurting, and you can even get injured. Basically, if something hurts while you're riding your bike that isn't your lungs or your legs, something is wrong with your bike fit. And there's a couple of schools of thought when it comes to bike fit. You can go to a professional bike fitter, and a lot of people have done that and said they have great results, and that is very worth the money if that's available to you. But personally, I'm more of just like a trial and error bike fitter, assuming that you have the right size bike for you at the very least, and adjusting anything that has pain. And if you want to do that yourself, just but through trial and error and experience, then check out this article by Sheldon Brown, where you can see pretty much anything that would hurt on the bike and how to adjust it. Link in the description. This Wabi Thunder is my wife Chloe's bike, and she is very not a cyclist, just a very like casual, social, ride for fun kind of rider. And I'm going to use this bike as an example for how to make your bike more comfortable, because we did a bunch of stuff to it to make it more comfortable for her so that she can get stronger. Something to keep in mind is that your bike comfort will change depending on how fit you are. So the more fit you get, the more comfortable you will be on the bike. And even your most comfortable bike fit will change depending on your level of fitness, which changes between seasons. But an easy way to make your bike more comfortable is to just get more upright. And a way to do that is to change your handlebars or to get a stem with more rise so that you can sit more upright on your bike. A lot of times people get uncomfortable on the bike because the positioning is just like too racy and too hunched over. So getting upright a lot of times will make it a lot more comfortable. Another easy way is to just get the max tire clearance that your frame will fit, because the tires are the only part of the bike that is in direct contact with the road. So the more vibrations and bumps and shocks that you can kill at the tire, the more comfortable your bike is going to be. And bigger tires are more comfortable because they have more volume of air, so that they will absorb more of the road vibrations and make it more comfortable. I recommend just maxing out the tire clearance of your bike. This bike has a 35C that came on it as a stock from Wabi, but this bike can actually fit up to like 45 to 50C, which is huge. But 35C is actually plenty for the types of rides that we're doing, but basically bigger tires are more comfortable. And if you have the means, there are also more comfortable tires. Size is a big factor, but also the casing and how stiff it is determines how comfortable it will be. There's a bunch of resources out there to tell you like what are more supple and comfortable tires, but basically the more you can spend on a tire, and as long as it's not like killed to death with like puncture resistance, the more comfortable it will be, but you will have to make that sacrifice of puncture protection versus comfort. More supple tires have the added benefit of also being faster. So faster, more comfortable, but you gotta pay. You gotta pony up. You can also change out your handlebars to something that suits your riding style better. These are swept back bars, towny bars, the way they sweep back towards the rider. I have an entire video on it here. But these bars are really comfortable because they put your hand at a natural wrist angle, so you're not like kinking your wrist the whole time. It's just a lot more comfortable for a lot of people. And it also sweeps back so that the rider can sit more upright. But handlebars shouldn't just be physically comfortable, they should also be mentally comfortable for you. For instance, like drop bars are a very comfortable handlebar for a lot of people, but the reason why a lot of people don't like drop bars is just that they feel weird and they're not super confidence inspiring when handling the bike for a lot of people. Your handlebars are super important because it's how you interact with your bike, so it should be something that gives you confidence and that something you feel good holding. A lot of people on the internet like to yell about the importance of clipless pedals and how fast and comfortable they are, but at the end of the day, I think what matters more for comfort are the shoes that you're wearing. bearing and flat pedals let you bike in any shoes. You can bike in flip-flops, you can bike in Crocs, you can bike in loafers or combat boots, whatever you want. This is very versatile and it gives a nice big platform for your foot so you're not developing hot spots where the pedal is like digging into your foot. Give platform pedals a go even if they're not racy or give you fixie points because they are comfortable. It's also a good idea to give racks or bags a go. Just get the weight off of your back because the more weight that is on the bike instead of on you makes it a lot more comfortable so you're not getting a sore neck and sore shoulders. I personally pretty much never ride with weight on my back anymore because riding with a handlebar bag or a rack is just so much more comfortable that I can't possibly go back to carrying everything in a backpack. It's a game changer. Another thing that is a holdover from the bike industry just being so race oriented is that most saddles are just too narrow for people. Something that's really nice about Wabi Cycles, who is the sponsor of this video, is that they let you choose between different saddle widths so you can optimize your comfort. And I generally just recommend get a wider saddle because it's probably going to be more comfortable. Because with a wider saddle, your butt bones can actually sit on the saddle rather than your butt bones sliding off of the saddle and then your gooch just getting rammed with this plastic and foam. Side note on saddles, if you looked up comfortable saddles, you probably come across Brooks saddles, and that has become synonymous with comfortable saddles. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just really enjoy them. If you really just want to get a comfortable saddle, check out Brooks C17, linked in the description. They're just so comfortable that I don't want to ride anything else. And also I ride them in jeans or basketball shorts or whatever regular out and about pants. You don't have to wear cycling shorts with a comfortable saddle. A lot of people think that the squishier a saddle is, the more comfortable it'll be, but saddle comfort has more to do with the shape of the saddle than how squishy and how much padding there is. For instance, like, have you ever slept on a bed that was too soft and woke up with shoulder and neck pain? That's because the bed wasn't supporting you sufficiently. Because it was too soft, it became uncomfortable. And the same can happen for saddles, and the shape is more important. So this is the most comfortable saddle that I have ever ridden. It's a Brooks Swift. And it's a leather saddle. Not soft at all, but it is very comfortable because leather saddles get molded by your body, your butt, and your legs pedaling. You can see it has like dimples that my ass has hammered into the saddle, and that is what makes it comfortable. So don't think that just because a saddle is squishier and has more padding or has suspension or something is that it's going to be comfortable. It has to do with the shape of the saddle and how well it supports your body weight. A lower gearing is also more comfortable. This bike has 44/20, so that's another nice thing about Wabi is that you can change your gear ratio for how you like to ride, but lower gearing is more comfortable because you don't have to push as hard, so you don't have to strain your muscles as hard and your joints. So it's more cardio and less force. It's more comfortable over the long run. And full fenders are also a game changer if you like to ride in the rain or after the rain, because full fenders block the back spray. It blocks all of this spray that gets onto your drivetrain. It blocks the water spray that gets onto your feet, and even blocks the spray that would get onto anybody riding behind you. Most of getting wet when riding in the rain comes from the bike kicking up water and dirt at you, and very little of it actually comes down from the sky, assuming it's not like a torrential downpour. The key to staying comfortable while riding in the rain is just to be dry, and full fenders do the best job at it, no contest. And if you're interested in building a super comfortable bike, just like my wife's Wabi Thunder, with the custom sparkle pink, this thing is sick. Check out this video's sponsor, Wabi Cycles, linked in the description.